One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Willis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. Gonna run it. It's Willis. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got it. Score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
To the air, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Jackson. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle. It's Denson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bailey. Dances away to buy time. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Looking for the time with the extra point.
I mean, you talk about calling.
Oh, they blocked him. He picks it up. That's all I ball. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll try to snap it quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. He'll do it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He splits the upright. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is good.
There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're testing the right side here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. There's the pressure. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse right back at it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Grab behind the line. It's Cook. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Syracuse. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. They've got the screen set up. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Got his man quickly. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Harrell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna look downfield again. Quick completion on the out. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. He makes a grab, and he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will score! Touchdown, Orange!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC is so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Smart move to get down with the slide. NC State quick to the line. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab on the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Willis. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Syracuse right back at it.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, just a few yards. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They want to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game. You know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls it, fired complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll give it to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by. But these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He makes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Willis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Cuse. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going for the big play. Touchdown, North Carolina State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Syracuse right back at it. Keeps it on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Offense in the hurry-up.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving on the year for him.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, you're just not on the same page with his target.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Denson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside.
Turning it on. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Touchdown, NC State! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
NC State, 28.
Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll send the back in motion. Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on first down from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got room to work. Oh, a lot of space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like it.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
40, NC State, 28.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.